Welcome to the 14th century. Today, we use the word travel, which means vacation and furthers. But in the medieval era, the word was derived from the word travail. It means something burdensome, painful, and dangerous.
Roads were muddy, broken, and often disappeared into forests. There were no clear maps, only memory and rumor. A journey could take months, with no guarantee of survival. Travelers faced hunger, sickness, and unseen dangers.
Halt! By the decree of King Richard II, issued in this year of 1388, no pilgrim shall move through this land without a permit.
You're looking at the ancestor of the modern passport. Without this, you weren't a tourist, you were a criminal.
Authorities feared criminals hiding among travelers. Without documents, one could be imprisoned or worse.
Here, Officer of Alexandra, we are but humble pilgrims.
It is our Christian duty to visit the holy sites, despite the travail of the mud.
The seal is real. Pass, but keep your daggers close. The woods have ears.
There were no hotels in the Middle Ages. If you wanted a bed, you looked for a cross. It was considered a holy duty for Christians to offer hospitality.
Monasteries offered food, rest, and protection. Hospitality was considered a sacred duty. But resources were limited and often stretched thin.
Travelers, is there a monastery nearby? My feet feel like I've been through a meat grinder.
We've been looking for the Hospice of St. Bernard. They say it's the most famous shelter for those crossing the mountains.
We seek the same place. Join us. In these times, there is safety in numbers.
Traveling in groups increased chances of survival. High in the Alps stood the Hospice of St. Bernard. It saved travelers from freezing and getting lost. Many who failed to reach it never returned.
Hospitality had a limit. Because of the Crusaders, thousands of soldiers and pilgrims flooded the roads. This led to a very modern problem: overbooking.
The Crusades increased travel across regions. Pilgrims, soldiers, and merchants shared the same paths. Monasteries became overcrowded and overwhelmed.
Stop. Unless you can sleep on a raft, we have no room. The Crusades have sent every knight in Christendom to our door.
We are monks and nuns, not miracle workers. Providing for these many travelers has become a heavy burden in our religious house.
Food supplies became scarce. Comfort was replaced by simple survival.
Please, Grace. We have our permits. We only need a corner.
Fine. You can share the hay with the merchants in the back, but don't expect a feather bed.
Some traveled for faith, others for trade. The Silk Road connected distant civilizations. It carried goods, cultures, and ideas across continents. But the journey was long and dangerous.
Did you hear? Marco Polo has returned. He spent years in the East, becoming a confidant of the great Kublai Khan.
Stories of distant lands captured the imagination of Europe. Travelers like Marco Polo described vast empires, advanced cities, and unfamiliar cultures. His accounts opened minds and inspired generations to explore beyond the known world.
It's not all gold and glory, Jace. Jaya and I have crossed trackless desert where the wind screams like ghosts.
We trade more than silk. We brought spices that burn and ideas that change minds. From Venice to Beijing, the road is long and many never return.
Traders faced extreme climates and isolation. Many perished before reaching their destination. These journeys shaped the foundation of the modern world. Systems of travel, trade, and identity began here. What was once dangerous slowly became structured.
It was a long journey.
But the road was open, and the world would never be the same again.